Number 10.
Spirit Sword Sovereign. As a baby, he was separated from his parents by radicals in collusion with the Star Ancient Yong martial house, who wanted his mother back after she betrayed the sect and ran off to marry his father. All the experts of their Chu family were slaughtered in the process, and his family was left weak and destitute. Originally promised to marry Shui Qian Yue of the Shui family after his father saved the Shui family from being destroyed, the patriarch of the Shuis was no longer willing to honor the agreement after the Chu family's misfortune. Shui Qian Yue's sister, Shui Lu Xian, later helped him escape the city, and the two fell deeply in love before she was killed. At some point he almost died, but was saved by Luo Lei, who was murdered by his enemies immediately after healing him. He died after reaching the peak of the martial emperor realm when he was betrayed by his best friend who he considered his brother, but was resurrected because of the reincarnation stone, which allowed him to return to his past 16-year-old self, for a second chance to make everything right.
Number 9.
Martial God Asura. Chu Feng is a member of the Chu heavenly clan of the Great Chiliocosm Upper Realm. At age 10, Chu Feng enrolled in the Azure Dragon School. A month later, he was struck by a divine lightning which infused the 9-colored lightning into his danshin. Due to this, his cultivation advanced slowly and even came to a halt, as it now required him monstrous amounts of cultivation resources. As a child, being an adopted son of Chu Yuan, he was never really accepted by the members of the Chu family. Because of this status, the members of the younger generation of the Chu family would often assault and harass him. Only his adoptive brother, Chu Guyu, and his adoptive cousin, Chu Yue, would treat him kindly as a part of the family. Struggling for resources, Chu Feng's adventures bring him all over the starry sky. He meets new people, unfolds secrets, and faces events that will push him into a path of endless fighting, tragedy, and unending revelations.
Number 8.
God of Martial Arts. Lin Feng is the main protagonist of God of Martial Arts, reincarnated from the modern era after a girl and a boy swindled him in his past life and sent him to prison for 8 to 10 years. On a rainy day, Lin Feng's consciousness merged with the cultivator Lin Feng of another world, and they become one in body and soul. Lin Feng then starts cultivating and takes revenge on his cousin who had beaten him half to death prior to him coming to this world. He then goes on to become the star student of the Yunhai sect.
Number 7.
Martial Arts Reigns. When Ming Yi was a child, the patriarch of the Yi clan sacrificed his father for money. The patriarch's son tried to rape his mother, so she killed herself before he could do it. As a teenager he was a genius, and the patriarch's second son was jealous, so he crippled him. His fiancée at the time decided she does not want to marry a cripple and instead decided she wants to marry the patriarch's second son. Ming Yi then meets an old man who tells him to meet him at midnight and said he can help him. Since Ming Yi has no other options, he decides to meet the old man, but soon discovers that it is a trap, as he wants Ming Yi's body to replace his dying body by making a blood sacrifice with a golden cloak. The cloak has the spirit of Bei Ming in it and is only loyal to whose blood it makes a pact with, and proceeds to destroy the soul of the old man. Bei Ming informs Ming Yi who she is and that he is now her master.
Number 6.
Star Martial God Technique. Yi Xinghe was born and raised into the Azure Feather family, which has its base in Blue Carp Town. He was originally chosen as the representative to go to the Heavenly Star Academy in order to further improve his cultivation instead of his supposed cousin. At the academy, Yi Xinghe demonstrates extraordinary potential and is taken in by Vice Principal Zhu. During a training exercise in the forest, Yi Xinghe and his group are attacked. Due to a series of unfortunate circumstances, Yi Xinghe is expelled from the academy and he returns to his village. He is berated by his clan, but Yi Xinghe changes their minds by healing and protecting them from the Dark Moon family.
Number 5.
The Hunter. Chen Bei Ming was once a young and talented hunter of the Heavenly Alliance, until he got betrayed and murdered by the Five Lords. He gets resurrected into the past while having his memory intact and swears that he will get revenge on those who betrayed him. With the help of his battle sprite, he once ascends the road to become the strongest again.
Number 4.
Apotheosis. Luo Zheng is at the bottom of the Luo clan hierarchy, despite his family being the founders of a power-refining technique that could instantly defeat any opponent. One night, enraged by unfair treatment from a family steward, Luo Zheng burns the family records. In doing so, the hidden magic in the book engulfs him and Luo Zheng becomes a new skilled fighter. Fleeing his home and despicable clan, Luo Zheng must learn to harness his powers to rescue his younger sister while his own cousins are on his pursuit.
Number 3.
Magic Emperor. Zhu Yifan was a magic emperor, or could be called a demon emperor because he had an ancient emperor's book called the Book of the Nine Secrets. He was targeted by all the experts and he was even betrayed and killed by his student. Then his soul enters and comes back to life in a family servant boy named Zhu Fan. Because some demonic magic is holding him back, he must unite the child's memories and cannot ignore the family and the mistress he serves. How can he lead this descending family back to the pinnacle of this continent?
Number 2.
Martial Peak. Yang Kai was a trial disciple in High Heaven Pavilion and the 9th young master of the Yang family, one of the 8 great families of the Great Han dynasty. One day, he fortuitously obtained a black book, which turned out to contain the legacy of the great demon god. This fixed his genetic defect and allowed him to finally practice martial arts, where he subsequently excelled. Later, he obtained an ancestral dragon source during a cave trip that would start him on the path to becoming a true divine spirit. Quickly becoming heaven-defying, Yang Kai continues to pursue the peak of martial arts.
Number 1.
Tales of Demons and Gods. Ni Li, one of the strongest demon spirits in his past life, standing at the pinnacle of the martial world. However, he lost his life during the battle with Sage Emperor and the 6th deity-ranked beast. His soul was then reborn back in time, back to when he is still 13. Although he is the weakest in his class with the lowest talent at only Red Soul Realm, with the aid of the vast knowledge, which he accumulated in his previous life, he trained faster than anyone did. Trying to protect the city, which in the coming future was being assaulted by Beast and ended up being destroyed, as well as protecting his lover, friends and family who died by the Beast assault, and to destroy the sacred family whom abandoned their duty and betrayed the city in his past life.